Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and we are enjoying life's journey while on the path to financial freedom. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to another weekly budget with me. We're going to be budgeting out our paycheck for February 15th. I hope everyone had a good Valentine's Day. So let's jump on the Excel sheet and get to it. If you're not familiar with these videos, what I like to do is we budget out every single month. We use a zero-based budgeting, so basically we tell every dollar where to go. It really helps us get a handle on our money. Instead of us living in reactive mode, we're planning ahead, and we have been accomplishing a lot by doing that. So what we do on the weekly ones is we're budgeting out our paycheck. So my husband gets paid every Friday, so we like to just do a weekly budget. It really helps us out. I'm self-employed, so I kind of get paid on different dates, but I basically handle my self-employment finances at the same time as we do our household budget. So what I do on these ones, week by week, is I go through, I make any changes to the previous week based on anything that was actually spent. Maybe we adjusted it from what we originally budgeted. I make any changes to the income that we actually received this week, and then any projected income for the future. Sometimes I make some changes without you guys. I apologize for that. So if you can always go back and watch last week's video and see, because I like to come on here, like if something changes right away, I like to come up and make it. I like to make the adjustment right away as well, just so we don't accidentally spend something. So for last week, we're going to go ahead and leave it. I think I've already adjusted things. For this week, the only adjustment for the pay was how much I originally put. I thought I was going to have 40. It was actually 39.36. I'm going to make this black because these are the actual numbers that we had. I like to do red for projected numbers. Black means that that was the actual amount. And then when we're down in the budget here, I use red, black, and orange. So my husband's base pay is 40 hours a week. They pretty consistently been working 10-hour days Monday through Friday. So when I budget ahead of time, like you see on the 22nd here, I'm budgeting 10 hours of overtime. They have now been working Saturdays, so this is actually going to change to $499.50 again. They are actually going to start working Sundays as well for the next 6 weeks. So join me for March's projection, because we'll probably have a little more income to work with. We'll see how that works out. Myself, I'm actually on the schedule this weekend for 5 hours with DoorDash, and I did get $25 with Instacart. My personal income here is DoorDash, Instacart, YouTube, travel, independent travel agent, those type of things. Whatever I make in self-employment, our personal budget gets half of that. But basically, this is looking more like $285. Again, I still have to work my 5 hours with DoorDash this weekend, so we'll see. It might be a little less, might be a little more, but that's estimated for that. My husband, they should be getting a work bonus. We still don't know the amount, and that will probably come with the last paycheck here. And then we do on the 25th, we are having our tax refund will be coming in. Numbers down here to start off with is paying ourselves first, meaning that we're investing in our future. Right now we're doing 6% to my husband's 401k. We'll be increasing that to 7% next month, by 1% every month, reaching by the end of the year 15%. Myself, do 15% of my income. So these numbers are pretty much the same as last. Let me make them black real quick. Federal was 29.21. Arizona State was 20.97, same as last. 17.97. And then 76.85. Now sometimes one of these can be off, might be a penny or 2 pennies different. This time it all happened to match up nicely. And those are black because those are transferred automatically. Or these are deducted automatically. This is transferred to his 401k automatically. And then myself, 15% of the 39.36 is actually $5.90. We can see I've already added, so my husband's 401k right now is up to $1,286.56. That's great. Join me next week. We're going to be going over our net worth update, so you'll get to see a little bit of everything in there. And then I added the $5.90 to the sinking fund that's lined up to specifically my account. We're trying to build up a little bit of savings here to invest for something as well. So we are up to $26.58. Next up is our emergency fund. So we are saving a minimum of 10% of our before tax amount. And then we're going through the rest of our budget and budgeting out things. If there's anything additional, usually it will go into the emergency fund. We put 127.88 over there, and this is black because I did already move that over. You can see that here I've added this 127 to the balance. So now our emergency fund is up to $2,912.77. So that is great. Our goal is $12,000 by the end of the year. So kind of a check-in for us is that at the end of each quarter, hopefully we've increased our savings by at least $3,000. So we're definitely on track to hit our $3,000 goal before the end of March. So you can see here in the income account, so these are the different accounts that we have: our income checking account, our necessities checking account, and some of our savings accounts. So our income checking account, we still have $85.36, or we had $85.36 in there for finish out my daughter's birthday. So I did put a deposit down for her birthday party, which is tomorrow. We're gonna be doing roller skating. And then yesterday when I did the grocery shopping, we picked up a birthday present and the cake. So I do need to update this $85 here real quick. $56.36 is what's left in there. Life insurance, this is $559, and the long-term disability, these were the same as the last paycheck, and those are black. Those come out of my husband's paycheck automatically. Now the extra principal payment, we're doing $175, so that was already moved over. I'm gonna make this orange because it's not spent yet. I actually put over into the necessities account towards the mortgage was $451.44. That's how much I've put over so far. The rest of that will be covered out of the last paycheck of the month. Like I said, these were already moved. These are moved into our necessities account. So our necessity account is the checking account where all of the bills that have an automatic withdrawal are put in there so we don't accidentally spend the money. So we're going to go ahead and update that now. So we have $451.44 towards the mortgage in there, and we have $175 for the actual principal payment tucked away, nice and safe. Also coming down for the groceries, we had $152.28 in there to cover the last 2 weeks. So we did go grocery shopping yesterday. I spent $70.07, so I'm going to subtract that out of there. This is actually $82.21. So our last week of the month will have $82 to do our grocery shopping. Cell phones came out, so I can delete that out, and then I'm going to be making this black. I'm just kind of showing you how I work it. This is kind of how I normally do it. You can see the bills from last week are still in the necessities account. Those will start coming out towards the end of the month. The YMCA, the $60 is now in there, but that is just, we'll make that orange. Okay, so now, originally, we were budgeting $100 for date night. We had basically $30 still in the account towards it, and we were going to finish it out. So I would have done about $56 to make up the $100, the difference. However, because it was Valentine's Day, it was our regular monthly date night that we started doing, but it was Valentine's Day on top of it. So we did try out a new restaurant, one of those Brazilian steakhouses. We had a couple glasses of wine, so it definitely was more expensive than the other places that we normally eat at. It was a really cool experience, something we would do on a regular basis. So we did end up spending $165. That included a meal. I think we did end up getting, I think it was a little more expensive, even though it was the day after Valentine's Day. I think it was, the prices were a little bit more. Wine alone was probably $42. We did do dessert, and that includes the tip and everything. So we have $64.22 left over. So that's where now I need to decide, where do I want it to go? Do I want it to go ahead? I was thinking of just saying that's part of the mortgage payment right now, and then next week we'll see where we're at. Or I can add it to the emergency fund. Now I'm just going to leave it there, and you'll have to join me next week and see what we end up doing with that. But $60 is still in the income account. I actually need to change this with the YMCA. When I signed up, I didn't realize I would be setting up the automatic payment at that very moment. So it's got set up under my income account. So I need to change that with the YMCA to have them change to take it out of my necessities account. So right now that's going to stay there. The movie money is still in the income account as well. I haven't moved that. Sometimes we move that over to our fun account, our fun checking account. Originally, I was going to put $59 towards our date night to kind of finish out that $100, like I said. So I did move that over to this necessities with the 29 here. Right now we actually have 88.51 in here. 105.27 is still in here. So you might be asking yourself, oh, you just went on a date, that's how much you spent, how do you still have the money? We used our Discover It card so we can earn cash back. So what I do with eating out at restaurants, we get 2% cash back. Gas, we get 2% cash back. So what we do is those items, we use our Discover It card, and then I put the money that we budgeted, I put that in our necessities account, and then I make the payment on the Discover card. So that's kind of something new we're trying out. So if you look up here, you know, we got $18 cash back for February from January. So when I'm coming down here, if I look, for instance, our gas, we have $30.52 left of the $100. And if I look on the side here, I have a running total on our card number. So this is where I keep track of what has been charged on the card. So, you know, I still have $8.80 of this 30 that I'll be paying next time. Here, the date night money, I can put right here and say we spent 165 on the card. So that's how much we will be doing. So the last few things I need to do, because like I said, I moved over some of this money already, you know, yesterday before we went on the date. So I do need to move this 105 over to the necessities account so I can pay for that amount. The other thing is with the girls' commission jobs, I did we have some cash out now because some of the money that I earned with DoorDash was a cash tip. So what I did was I just said that money now came out of here. So now I have some cash here that I can pay my daughters their commission job. So what's left in here is going to be transferred to their savings once they earn it. So today, it's Saturday, so today is the day that they work on their commission jobs, and then they'll be able to work on some again next Saturday. I did have a viewer request that I make a video on the girls' commission job, so stay tuned. I am going to do that. And I did have another viewer request that I do a video on how I come up with our grocery budget. So I do talk about that briefly on here as far as how much we budget for, and, you know, how much I'm budgeting for each person or each, you know, week of groceries, but I can go into more depth in those videos. So stay tuned. Those might be some videos that will be coming up if you're interested in knowing more of that. So I'm just going to double check down here and see. Oh, that was one change. This is the change I was trying to think of what happened. Our electricity bill came in. We originally budgeted $75. So I had $75 over here in the necessities account ready for the electricity bill. The bill actually ended up being $65.20. So we actually saved $9.80. So what I did was instead of spending it somewhere else, I put it into our sinking fund account right here, but I lined it up with home maintenance, okay? So that's what that $9.80 was. So this is in the savings account for future home maintenance. So that's something we're going to try. If we have extra money left over from anything related to the house. So we budget something specifically for groceries or household or personal care or electricity or water. If we over budget and we have a little bit of money left over, then that's going to go into the home maintenance sinking fund. When we come down here to our gas, if we have anything left over for the motorcycle gas or the car gas, that's going to go into the car maintenance replacement or the motorcycle maintenance sinking fund. So that's something that we did differently here. So I just wanted to kind of jump down and see where that's at. So that's where we're at. Always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.